you are listening to
The WrestleGeddon Podcast.
the WrestleGeddon Podcast.
What's up, everybody? It is Friday night, and you know what that means. It is time once again for the WrestleGeddon Podcast. I, of course, am your host, Chris the Heat Matthews, and I'm not alone this week. The Tennessee Jesus, Carl Crossland, is back, and we're ready to talk some wrestling. We got Saturday night's main event, NXT's Battleground, AEW's Double or Nothing. We've got Money in the Bank qualifying matches. It's a whole lot of shit. Oh, Carl, what's going on, man?
It's great to be back. A little bit longer than 3 days this time, but it's good to be back.
He has arisen. Oh, man. Awesome stuff this week. Freaking week filled with wrestling. Just a lot of wrestling.
Not enough time to watch it. It's like,
All right.
I watched Saturday night main event.
I did watch that.
I watched Double or Nothing.
I did not get a chance to watch that or NXT.
Oh, I watched both of them, but I had to watch them like over the week. I didn't watch them live.
Yeah.
And because I watched them over the week, I saw like bits and pieces of Raw, saw bits and pieces of Dynamite, but I didn't see them in their entirety.
Okay. No worries. We got some stuff. I did watch Dynamite. I did fall asleep watching Dynamite, though. Then I missed TNA last night, too. I wanted to watch that. It's like the fallout from Trick Williams winning the TNA title. I'm going to see more of that coming from off of NXT into TNA this week, but didn't happen.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff there. All right. But let's get it started like we always do. And that, of course, is the Randall Band entrance theme.
Gonna have myself. Well, who the hell put this on? So random. For fuck's sake.
Fuck's sake. Randall Band this week. This Sleep Token. Very misleading, like from the band pictures, as far as like their actual style of music.
The sound, yeah. I was like,
heavier.
yeah. I was shocked too when I heard it. I'm like, are we considering this like heavy metal? Like, I mean, I guess like if Smashing Pumpkins can be considered heavy metal, I guess Sleep Token can too. So.
Well, they had like,
and I
Smashing Pumpkins, like had like that alternative look to begin with. Whereas, like, you look at these guys and they're dressed like freaking Slipknot, Mushroom Head, and like bands like that, and you're like, oh, this should be like, you know, some like a metal band. But it was like a mix between like soft ballad rock and metal.
Yeah, more like new metal-ish sounding than like metal, but like a new metal / like. I don't know. Alternative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that. All right. Well, which song did you pick for Sleep Token?
I picked Hypnosis.
Okay.
It was a little bit more heavier sounding. There were some that, like, when I saw the title, I'm like, oh, this is going to be it. And then, like, I heard it, I'm like, oh, no, this is not it.
Like, why is it so slow?
I was like, at some point, or some of them, like, I'm like, okay, it's about to like getting ready to rock out, and then like this never happens. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's gonna drop, and then just be real heavy. No.
Just waiting for I went with Alkaline.
That was one of mine. I was looking at
Yeah,
too.
it started off
Yeah.
It started off a little slow, and they got that build up, and then it hit. And I was like, all right, this is good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll take this one. That was pretty good.
Yeah. There's like another one that I thought was going to be like that because I heard that one. So I thought all of them were going to like start off slow and kind of like build. There's
Yeah.
like one called like the Summoning or something. I thought that was going to be good, and then they're like, oh no.
It's like, what are we summoning? Like sleep? Yeah, that was pretty awesome stuff. All right, who's our band for next week?
Well, it's not a band. It's actually a rapper. We got Cool Mo D.
Okay. Cool Mo D. Nice. Throwback rap.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, somebody's calling out the Wild Wild West.
Oh, that's awesome. All right. All right, so that is the random band entrance theme. If you're just joining us, our random band pick was Sleep Token. Basically, the random band is Carl's got a generator. Every band that you can think of there.
It's not like my generator. It's not my generator, but it's a generator.
A randomizer that has every band in there. We go with whatever one it gives us, and we pick a song that we would use as our entrance theme. So there it is. That's the random band entrance theme. It's a little explanation. Probably should have did that at the beginning. But it's all good because now it is time to get in the ring with the instant replay. All right, instant replay this week. We're going to kick it off with a little bit of news that just hit today. Abaddon, our favorite zombie, had announced on her Twitter, social media channels, that her contract with AEW is coming to an end in June. And like we all speculated, she is not being re-signed after her contract is up. Or they are not being re-signed after the contract's up. Sorry. It's kind of disappointing. Abaddon really was being used for a little bit there in a feud with Athena, and then just completely disappeared, but still doing the indie rounds and stuff with different companies and everything. And I see different social media posts from Abaddon as well with them in the ring training and all that fun stuff. So definitely working on something, and hopefully they pop up somewhere else. Be a nice tag team partner for Rosemary.
Yeah.
I think that was pretty much. That was like the one thing, big thing that, or not big thing, but one of the things that popped up on here.
I saw Vince was trying to buy WWE or something.
Yeah,
that was a rumor. For real.
Oh man, yeah, I don't know. Was that real? Was that fake? But TKO
ain't no way he had that much.
No interest in selling it back to him. Oh man, he needs to just go invest in Hogan's thing that he's doing.
American beer.
Yeah, the wrestling promotion that he's doing, the freestyle promotion. You should just go invest in that.
I thought you were talking about the real American beer.
Yeah, no. You had that, and John Laurinaitis has flipped sides on this Janelle Grant lawsuit and is now providing a statement in favor of her for this lawsuit against Vince McMahon. And he was named as one of the defendants in the lawsuit, perpetrators. But he's been taken off the defense list.
Yeah, I don't know. It could be like a deal.
I'm sure. I'm sure it is. Like, if you provide a statement providing evidence towards this, and we'll cut you a break or whatever.
What's a civil thing, right? Not criminal.
I think so.
Yeah, I guess a civil suit. But I mean, I guess it'd be kind of interesting to see what all comes up. In.
All right, awesome stuff. Oh, name of Vince McMahon's new entertainment company revealed in court filings.
What do you name it? Degeneration X or something?
Let's see. 14th and 1 focuses on sports, media, and entertainment opportunities. Okay. A recent picture popped up too. It's like so at one point he was all gray. He dyed most of his hair. He's got like a gray streak in the front, but he got rid of the mustache.
Oh man, that's kind of starting to grow on me.
Oh man. Oh, what else? A couple other quick things here. WWE has confirmed that Stephanie Baker will join the Raw roster. Her debut match officially as part of the Raw roster is set for Raw Monday night. Which would be why she lost the title to JC Jane on this week's NXT. And Mariah May has been removed from the AEW roster page.
Oh, Mariah.
Now, did they do this with MJF too?
Yeah.
And the speculation was that he was jumping to WWE, then he showed back up in AEW.
Yeah, the
as far as
tattoo.
to pull him from the roster page.
And he had the AEW tattoo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fake AEW tattoo. Awesome stuff. All right. Let's get into some recaps here. What do you want to start off with?
One day, did you watch Saturday Night?
I did.
What did you think?
Saturday Night's main event. I thought it was good. I wasn't
One complaint I do have. I don't know what version of Peacock you have, but I have like the cheap version, and it was a lot of fucking commercials. Yeah, a lot of fucking commercials.
It's like they literally come back from a commercial, do a backstage segment, and there's another ad. It's like, what the hell is this? Like,
yeah,
I'm better off probably watching the shit just on NBC or something. But damn.
Yeah.
Let's see. The tag match, Rollins Breaker and CM Punk Sami Zayn was good. I enjoyed that one. I was especially psyched and a little confused to see Bronson Reed return and help out Seth and Breaker. I know you're not a fan of Bronson. Just the confusing part with me is because before he went out, like, he destroyed Seth Rollins. Like,
he did.
Was it like 14 tsunamis or something like that?
It was like 14 tsunamis. Another thing too is like, what does he add to the? Because Braun Breaker is like their powerhouse. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see what he possibly could add to the faction. My sister was talking to me earlier about it. She was saying that she was hoping it was going to be like Austin Theory, or if they were going to add a third member, it'd be Austin Theory or Karrion Kross.
I don't think Kross needs it though.
Yeah, I don't think he needs it. I was just, because they ain't really been doing much with him.
Yeah, I know
But
he's
yeah,
had
he
a
don't
lot
need
of.
it because
The thing with this is, if you look at Cross since he's come back, he has had a part in just about, it may not be like a big part, but he's had some kind of part in just about every major story that's been going on since he's returned. Like he was the one, like when he came out, like he came back, Scarlett put the hourglass down in front of the bloodline when it was the OG bloodline. And just basically, TikTok, and then walked away. He was the big part of AJ Styles turning heel, the New Day. Now he's kind of working Sami Zayn a little bit here. Like he was he in Chad Gable's here at one point too, when he was with Alpha Academy. So he's had like some kind of role in like all this stuff. So
yeah,
well, I'm kind of hoping, because he's in the Monday nights, this coming Monday night's men's qualifier match for Money in the Bank. Cross is one of the participants.
yeah. Tell you something they should do. And I think about it earlier when I saw like a TikTok he had kind of responding to Logan Paul saying that people hate him or whatever.
Yeah.
And um, I think they should do like the Pat McAfee thing where Karen Cross should go on Impulsive as a guest and then have him and Logan get into it, kind of, shoot slash kayfabe type
Yeah.
interview, and then lead that into like a feud. Is what they should do, I think.
I think that'd be awesome. Because like he's been kind of going after Logan Paul to begin with, because especially starting with WrestleMania, telling AJ, you need to do what's right for all of us, and then like
Yeah.
talking about Logan like taking the shortcut to get there and not earning the spot and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
No, but then he also said he's got a lot of respect for Logan Paul for coming in. But,
yeah. Did you watch that TikTok I sent or no?
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay if you didn't. But in that he was kind of saying like, hey, like they told us not to build a brand outside of the brand, and we didn't. And if we could took that shortcut, like we all would have, like, because now we're getting punished for it because we don't have a brand outside of the business.
And that's the thing. That was Vince's thing. Was not, building a brand outside of the WWE. Because you remember he started putting all those like bullshit rules for them not doing like their social media stuff, like their Twitch pages and gaming and all that other stuff, unless it was under a WWE banner.
Yeah.
And they would control it, and then the talent wouldn't get any of the only get like a portion of whatever they made from revenue off of those streams.
Yeah.
That sucks. Yeah, but I agree with that.
Yeah. And I mean, besides AJ Styles too, like just about anybody that came in there with like a name outside of wrestling, not outside of wrestling, but outside of the WWE or the company, they made them change their name.
Yeah.
Your Finn Balor's and Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Yeah, they gotta be able to trademark it.
Yeah.
That's all it is, about having that trademarking that IP.
Samoa Joe kept his like Samoa Joe, AJ Styles. There's like a few people that kept their names, but most.
Yeah. Nakamura.
Yeah.
All right, awesome stuff. So we went from that the tag match into the women's US title match. Selena Vega taking on Chelsea Green.
I thought it was a good match.
I thought it was pretty good. Zelina did have a little slip up there doing the 619, and looks like she broke Chelsea's nose.
Shit happens, and it's wrestling.
Yeah, it looked like her bottom foot got caught up on the rope, or she didn't get it up like high enough in time, and she tripped up on the rope, and then she just like went for the kick and caught Chelsea like just right. So
yeah.
But yeah, everybody, oh, she botched that move. She shouldn't do it. Blah blah blah. I was like, you know how many times she's done that move in the past with no problems?
You know how many times Rey Mysterio watched that move? Like,
yeah.
Rey
Mysterio killed a guy.
Like, shit happens.
Yeah. Rey Mysterio hit the 619 when he was in Mexico in AAA. Like a few years ago, and ended up killing his opponent with it, like completely accidental. Like I guess is it wasn't like Mysterio that caused the death. It was like something else, but it just happened to be like at that same like moment when Mysterio connected with the 619. It was insane, crazy stuff. John Cena taking on R-Truth. I was excited for this match, and
got unexcited
let down at the same time. Yeah, I got my hopes up for it.
Yeah, no, it was what I thought it was going to be. Like I didn't think R-Truth had any chance of winning, even after they made it like a non-title match. Yeah, it was. I mean, it was okay. It's kind of cute. The like R-Truth like did his best to make it, somewhat palatable.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. Cena thing. I'm over the John Cena thing already.
I think that's a general consensus right now.
No, there's still people that are like I think like the John Cena like diehard fans are still like, oh, we'll kill Cena. It's supposed to be bad on purpose. That's what he's doing. He's ruining wrestling. It's like,
oh my god,
all right.
That's what he just wants you to tell. What you want?
Let's not really ruin it. You know what I mean? Like, I would like to have something to watch. On a weekly basis, but. Yeah, it's just I don't know. I'm not into it. Maybe it'll be a little bit better now that Cody and Jey Uso are teaming up, and you got Logan Paul. Maybe those three can have a good match.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like to me, like if you're gonna have Cena stay champion until December, like that shit has to start opening up the pay-per-view and not having it anywhere near the middle or the end.
Well, the other side of that too is, like I said before, that opening match generally sets the pace for the night, and I don't think I want Cena opening the pay-per-view. Maybe the second or third match, but
no. I rather open it that way. That way I can set my alarm for like 7:45 or something, and then damn watch it.
Oh man,
for 8:45. But yeah, I mean, like I said, at least like the next main event. I guess it might not be the main event. Maybe the men's Money in the Bank could be the main event, but at least the next go around, it's not like a main event match where we have to watch horrible ass John Cena wrestle.
Yeah. Well, we went from horrible ass John Cena to probably one of the best matches of the night for Saturday night's main event, and that is the steel cage match with Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest.
Yeah. It was pretty good. I wish McIntyre would have got the win, but other than that, it was good.
So many people complaining about Jesse Ventura's commentary.
What an idiot! He's like one of the best commentators like ever.
Yes.
It's like
They're like, he didn't even know you could go out the door, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, he knows
hey,
you can go out the door. He was
he
talking
knows you got to do.
to priest. Going
He's
out the
being a
door.
heel. He's a heel. Like that's what I think. That's what like today's wrestling fans like missed. They missed like the Bobby the Brain Heat, uh, the Jesse the Body Ventura. They missed the like heel commentary where they're like kind of. I mean, Jerry Lawyer was kind of a heel commentator like when he first started, but then he kind of switched over to being kind of face. But like the heel commentator that like whatever the good guy does is like wrong in their eyes, like oh he's cheating or that's the illegal move. The move is not illegal. Like they know that. It's just it's fucking a heel commentator. Like it's good. That's what makes wrestling good.
He's got a
I do
handful of
think
tight.
I do think though they definitely dropped the ball by not having a big blue cage
Yeah.
instead of the cage they had.
So wrong
Like
with
to me, that would have really put the cherry on the cake if they would have
I
had
wonder if they still have the blue cage.
they could have had one built. I mean, you know what I mean? Like I'm sure they have a budget to be able to build a fucking blue cage.
Yeah.
I would have voted for them.
You don't need to build one. Just paint that one blue. Jesus. But yeah, I thought it was a good match. I enjoyed Ventura's commentary. It was like freaking 80s, 90s, all over again, all mid 80s. Just love Ventura on commentary. And then people are like, oh, he's talking over the announcers, blah, blah, blah. He's talking while they're making their entrances. I was like, that's what he does. That's what he's always done on commentary. Like, y'all need to go back and start watching like these old Saturday night main events on Peacock or Netflix or whatever part of the world you're in, what you've got. Like, Jesus.
Yeah. Or at least some of the old pay-per-views.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
It's because you didn't grow up with that doesn't mean, you need to bitch about it. So,
yeah.
I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, I guess. Like, but I don't know. Ventura's awesome.
And then we had the main event.
Main events: Logan Paul and Jey Uso. Wasn't bad.
It was good until John Cena came out. Fucking ruined it.
Yep. Then we had the return of
Then
Cody.
Cody got a pretty good pop coming up. Yeah.
So we had that, and that sets up tag team match like you talked about for Money in the Bank with Cody and Jay taking on Cena and Logan Paul. So like I say, that should be pretty good. At least 3 out of the 4 of them will give us a decent matchup.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. But overall, I enjoyed Saturday night's main event. I thought it was good.
Yeah, I did.
Generally, they usually are. Like I haven't, since they've been doing them, I haven't seen one that's been like super bad. Since they brought it back, I should say. Oh, what are we looking at here? Okay. So we went from that to NXT's Battleground, which looked like a pretty awesome pay-per-view. I did see some clips. I did not get to watch the whole thing. I did see freaking Sol Ruka's massive soul snatcher that she hit. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah. I mean, there is some criticism because your opponent kind of has to help you out a little bit, but it's pretty cool, pretty sweet move. The match was incredible. I don't know if you've seen the whole match or just the.
No, I just saw a couple clips. That's pretty much it. So,
but yeah, it's probably. I mean, well, no, it's kind of hard to say because there's like a lot of good matches, but it was probably like match of the night.
I can see that. I could definitely see that. Sol Ruca is just awesome. Kalani Jordan isn't a slouch either. Kalani Jordan's pretty good too. We got solid women's roster on NXT. What do we have? 6-man tag match, Hank and Tank with Josh Briggs defeating the Culling. And the return of Briggs' tag team partner. I cannot remember his name off the top of my head. But he showed up and kind of evened the odds there a little bit with the Culling. Briggs is able to get some, I guess, vengeance or closure with Brooks Jensen.
Yeah, that was probably like the worst match. It was okay, but it wasn't like, nothing to write home. Like, did you see that match?
Stacks defeated Tony D'Angelo.
That was a good match.
Pretty good. Stephanie Vaquer defeated Jordan Grace. A lot of people were complaining about that because they thought Jordan should have won, especially after Stephanie dropped the title to JC Jane on NXT Tuesday night. It's like, why couldn't they just give it to Jordan? Jordan's not going to be in NXT that much longer. Like, honestly.
Yeah.
So she's main roster bound. So. As we just found out earlier, Stephanie Vaquer is going to Raw. So I'm sure Jordan Grace will end up on SmackDown.
I'm for sure whenever they do the draft or whatever.
I'm surprised they.
I would think.
Yeah. We'll see. Obafemi defeats Miles Bourne. The NXT Championship match. I'm sure that match was pretty awesome.
It was.
Miles Bourne is great in the ring.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're both really good.
I love Obafemi. And in the shocker of the night, Trick Williams defeats Joe Hendry to become the new TNA World Champion.
Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick.
I definitely did not see that one happening when I did the rundown for this Friday night before. Like I really thought they were going to keep the title on Hendry, but they pulled the trigger on it.
Well, I think what I heard, TNA was trying to transition the title, but because Joe Hendry has become like a cult of personality, it's kind of really hard to relinquish that to anyone and the fans be behind it. Yeah. So him losing that trick makes a little bit more sense without having to turn whoever heel that goes against him.
That is true. So then you have like Trick come in there, and then he takes on like, I think the next match that's got lined up is against Santana.
Yeah.
So that should be a pretty good matchup too.
Yeah.
I did see this other thing that I saw too is I guess TNA is having their talent do tone down on the blading and other like gestures, like the throat cutting gesture and like a couple other things.
I also heard they asked the audience. I heard they asked the audience not to cuss. Is that true?
I thought that was WWE that was thinking about. That was trying to do that.
I thought they said NXT, TNA, or maybe it was NXT. I think it was NXT. Probably. It wasn't TNA, but yeah, NXT. They was like asking people not to cuss. It's like, come on now, like. The PG era was like the worst era of WWE. Let's not get back here.
It's probably like the CW or something that's hitting them with that request.
Probably so. When you are on TV, especially CW is like regular over the air, it's not cable or anything. So
yeah. Yeah, I guess they're trying to. It's a lot of the stuff coming out of it from what I saw, like rumor wise, is that a lot of the TNA talent is kind of against it, and there's others that are like, hey, this is going to give us more mainstream attention, transitioning to this, and
CW, is that old VPN or old WB?
I think it's I think it's a combination of both, actually.
Okay. 'Cause I remember like WB had like more of your like family friendly shows.
Yeah,
I suppose.
because UPN, I want to say they're because CW is half owned by CBS and Warner Brothers, so that's why it's CW.
Yeah.
This is the network name. But it was the WB, and I think UPN was a part of it too, and they kind of like merged because there was some shows that were on UPN that moved to CW.
Okay.
It's weird. I may not have that 100% correct, but
It's because it was one of them seemed like they had more like family friendly shows, and then the other one kind of had like Buffy and Angel and Charm.
WB was the one that had like Buffy, Angel, Supernatural, like all that stuff.
That was WB?
Yeah.
Okay. For some reason, I think it was UPN. I thought WB was like Seventh Heaven.
That was WB too.
Oh, was it?
Yep.
Maybe they had their dark days.
Oh, awesome stuff.
Smallville and
yeah, that was all WB.
I get you. Dawson's Creek.
Awesome. All right. So we close out the weekend with AEW's Double or Nothing. Kicked it off a couple pre-show matches here, which we got a rematch on Dynamite this week. It was Anna Jay and Harley Cameron defeating the team of Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford. I cannot tell you how many times I've seen the clip of Harley Cameron trying to suffocate Penelope Ford and Anna Jay's ass.
I'm all for it.
But we had the rematch for that, which ended up being a no DQ match, which Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford picked up the win on that one. That was this past Wednesday night. Then we had the team of Bandito, AR Fox, and Los Titanes del Air. I'm assuming that means Titans of the Air. Hologram and Commander defeated the team of RPG Vice, which is Rocky Romero, Trent Beretta, and the Crew, Action Andretti, and Leo Rush. So those are the two pre-show matches. Night kicked off with Mercedes Moné taking on Jamie Hayter in the finals of the Women's Own Heart Cup Foundation Tournament. And anybody who thought Jamie Hayter was winning this, I told you she wasn't. Because
it was a banger though.
I'm sure.
And you would have thought that she was probably going to win a couple times. But I mean, there for the longest, everybody griped about AEW not having a women's division, and I gotta say, it's fucking here. Especially now that we got the big two kind of showing up on was it Dynamite or was it it was Dynamite, right?
It was Dynamite Wednesday night. Yeah, the two of them went face to face. So
yeah, so we're getting that in the future. So
yeah, that's all in. So all in Texas. And this is what what I was trying to say before, this pay-per-view is the money match for All In for the women's division is not Jamie Hayter and Toni Storm. It's Mercedes Moné and Toni Storm. Those are the two biggest names on AEW's women's roster. And you're trying to sell tickets to this event that you haven't even filled up half the arena yet. And then you're going to put Mercedes Moné versus Toni Storm on the card. That's going to get people to want to watch it, to buy the pay-per-view or go to the show that were kind of on the fence about it. That's your money back.
Sure.
So, I mean, even that, and we talk about the other, the men's Owen Hart Cup finals with Will Ospreay and Hangman Page, which was the main event. Hangman Page ended up picking up the win on that one. And in my opinion, Hangman and Moxley is the money matchup for that too. It's not Ospreay and Moxley. So,
well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, whoever Moxley's version is bringing in the V's for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I think this is Hangman's redemption story. Where I think, because he's beaten Moxley. He's beaten Moxley for that title. So this could be, Hangman going in there and redeeming himself in the eyes of, his peers and the fans and all that other stuff, because he's starting to slowly turn back face. So
yeah, well, hopefully fucking something happens and Moxley loses.
I hope so, because this Death Rider's story ain't gone anywhere.
Well, yeah, both organizations right now are both, I don't know, had potential to have like way bigger impact than what they're having. Like you got fucking John Cena in WWE, and you have fucking John Moxley, and you kind of look at the rosters, and you're looking at all these matches, and you got, your CM Punks, you got your Drew McIntyres, you got your Seth Rollins, you have your Roman Reigns. In AEW, you get your Will Ospreays, you got your Bobby Lashley's. You got all these people that would be way more suited for the belt, but yet you got on two fucking old guys that fucking think they're cool and they're not.
Yep, I really do believe that Moxley was supposed to lose that title to Darby, but with Darby having to postpone his Mount Everest climb, which congrats to Darby Allin on that too, being the first professional wrestler to reach the summit of Mount Everest, and the AEW flag is flying high up there. So, congrats to Darby. So that's going to bring some eyes onto the company too.
Not too many people get up there to see the flag.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like with the press and everything around it. With him getting to the summit and stuff. First person to do a kickflip on Mount Everest too. So, but I think that he was supposed to win that title. Like if he didn't have that foot injury before he was supposed to climb Everest last year, I think we'd be looking at Darby Allin in the place of Hangman right now.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, all in, if Hangman does win that title, that crowd's going to go apeshit.
Yeah. Another the tag match, Daniel Garcia and Now McGuinness versus FTR. Another good match. FTR picking up the win.
The mess up spot on that one where Dax pushed Nigel out of the way, so they're trying to hit that double clothesline.
Yeah, it was a good match. It was a good match, and I'm glad FTR picked up the victory. Definitely get them some tag titles coming up.
We had Ricochet defeated Mark Briscoe in the stretcher match, which apparently Briscoe was in the ambulance the whole night after the match.
Yeah, that was another one that was good. It was nice to have a good like change of pace gimmick match. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And at one point, Briscoe starts waxing Ricochet's bald head with some Mr.
Pull
Clean.
out the damn Windex.
Yeah. But it was, I mean, it was everything you thought it was going to be. But I liked it, man. It was good. I like a good gimmick match. It's actually a good match,
Yeah.
you know.
That was pretty awesome. Hurt Syndicate retained against the Sons of Texas. Okada retained over Speedball Mike Bailey, which I'm kind of surprised about that one. I thought they would have put the title on Bailey.
You would have thought, but that was another one that was kind of a. I mean, it did have like a lot of false finishes and stuff, but it was another one that was pretty good.
Tony Storm defeated Mina Shirakawa. From the clips I saw, that one, that match looked pretty solid too.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, it wasn't as good as like the opening women's match. Like it wasn't as good as Mercedes Moné.
Yeah.
But it was good.
I was kind of hoping for a Mariah May return, but obviously that may not happen.
Yeah.
Then we had the Anarchy in the Arena match with the team of Kenny Omega, Swerve Strickland, William Nightingale, and the Ops, which was Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Shibata, going over the Death Riders and the Young Bucks. My pinfall. There was a lot of clips from this matchup, especially one that I saw with freaking Willow getting her ear like chained to the damn ring post.
To
So
the ring post, yeah. Is that all you saw? Or did you see any other stuff?
I saw that. I saw Swerve with his answer threes with attacks in the bottom.
Yeah.
Stomp off of the damn forklift.
We see his tongue get stapled with a staple gun.
Yeah. I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw the one where like Yuta was coming at him. He like sidestepped him and stapled him in the chest.
Yeah. 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 It was wild. Music. Did you see the music they had playing?
Yeah, I heard. I thought it was a little bad taste to be playing "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor" on a pay-per-view where your opening match and your main event were for an Owen Hart Cup. But yeah,
I mean, I don't think nobody put those two together.
So I just like I heard them playing like bodies. I'm like, wait a minute, like you're doing Owen Hart Cup Foundation tournament matches here, and you're playing bodies. Like, okay.
Yeah, they played quite a few different. Yeah.
So
they played quite a few songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Young Bucks came out so like fucking like Founding Fathers, like fucking I don't know what you'd call it, fucking colonial music or whatever, and they were playing that to begin with. It was fucking like crazy.
That's so freaking annoying. Oh man! All right, what else we have? The Don Callis family over Paragon and a trios match, and then we talked about Hangman Page going over Will Ospreay. So that's gonna wrap up Double or Nothing. We talked some stuff about what's going on in AEW, but Monday Night Raw. Between Raw and SmackDown the last 2 weeks, we've had quite a few of the Money in the Bank qualifying matches. So far, for the men's match, we've got Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, Penta, Seth Rollins, and we got 2 more open spaces on there. Women's, we've got Alexa Bliss, Roxanne Perez, Rhea Ripley, Julia, Naomi, and 1 more spot to go for that one as well. Which is, when does that match take place? I think that match is on Raw too.
Is it?
I think so.
So we got 2 more spots available for the men.
Yeah, 2 more spots available for the men's match, unless it's the 2.
I think probably maybe Brian Breaker would be one.
Yeah, there should be 1 more from SmackDown and 1 more from Raw, because there's 2 from each show in here right now. And then the women's
Priest, maybe?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, the last women's matchup should be on Raw, because you've got Alexa Bliss, Julia, and Naomi all have their spots. And those are your 3 from SmackDown. Oh, it was Jacob Fatu was in a qualifying matchup.
He did qualify?
It's going on right now, actually. I totally forgot. I just looked up at the TV, and it's a triple threat match. It's Jacob Fatu, Andrade, and Phoenix.
Be interesting to see who they go with. I mean, they could put Jacob in there, but he just won the title.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking not like before the Intercontinental title thing. I was thinking Dom would have been.
The only other person I could. Oh no, it's not Phoenix. It's Carmelo Hayes. My bad.
Oh.
The only other person I can see them putting in this matchup, like I can see Carmelo Hayes, just because him and Andrade do some like crazy stuff in there. I mean, Jacob's not afraid to go flying off of something either. So, and that would push the dynamic too between him and Solo. He's been teasing a lot of a big split between the 2 of them recently.
Yeah, you can do Andrade too. The Andrade always is like one of the best in those type matches.
Yeah. So that's what we've got so far for Money in the Bank. We got the tag titles, and of course we've got not the tag titles, tag team matchup, and then we've got Lyra Valkyria taking on Becky Lynch. If Becky loses, she will not be able to challenge for the U.S. title or the Intercontinental title as long as Valkyria is champion. If Lyra loses, she'll be forced to raise Becky's hand and recognize her as the better woman. I'm kind of hoping we see a Bayley return.
Something. She's been making her rounds on TikTok.
Yeah, Natalia's birthday party.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I didn't realize that those TikTok videos are an hour long.
Oh, I didn't. I saw clips. I didn't. I actually watched the whole thing. It was like people talking about it.
No, it wasn't an hour. It was like 30 seconds.
Oh, really? I didn't know. I thought maybe you saw something. I didn't.
Watched it on loop for an hour. It's like every time you see like one of those posts or something, they're like in the comments, like, "Damn, this TikTok, how?" So I didn't realize this TikTok was an hour long. It's a 30-second clip. Awesome stuff. All right, that's going to wrap up the instant replay for the week. We touched on some other stuff in there. It's not that big of a deal. We'll get into next week. We'll have a Money in the Bank preview, all that fun stuff. So,
is it next weekend?
I think so. I thought it was the 7th.
It could be. I don't know this stuff. I'm just here, man.
2025. Yep, June 7th. From Los Angeles. Isn't Worlds Collide that same weekend?
I think so. I think it's like the night before. I think they're doing it on Saturday and then doing Money in the Bank on Sunday.
No, it's on the 7th too.
They're doing it the same day.
Earlier. Yeah, I think it's earlier in the day.
That makes absolutely no sense.
Let's see if I can find a start time for this. I think one's on at like 1 or 2, and the other one's on at like 7.
So it's not gonna have any like prominent WWE people. It's gonna be maybe NXT and AAA.
Chad Gable's wrestling Vikingo though, so that should be pretty good. And let's see if I can find. They announced a few matches already. It was one of them was Chad Gable versus Vikingo for the AAA Mega Championship, which was held by Del Rio. But Vikingo is not the champion, so I'm not 100% sure what they're doing with that, unless they are actually gonna strip Del Rio of the title.
I think they might because I think people are upset that they had spoiled. I think they're supposed to be wrestling at some point between now and then.
Okay, so we got here. We've got Legado del Fantasma taking on El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr., Pagano, and Psycho Clown. Chad Gable versus Vikingo. Ethan Page defending the NXT North American Championship in a 4-way against Javon Evans, Laredo Kid, and Phoenix. Stephanie Vacker and Lola Vice will take on the team of Chick Tormenta and Dallas. And the LWO, Dragon Lee, Cruz del Toro, and Joaquin Wilde are taking on Octagon Jr., Aerostar, and Mr. Iguana.
Okay. That actually don't sound too bad.
No, yeah. Like some of these, honestly, these matches could end up being really good.
Yeah.
I don't think Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde get like the credit they deserve. They're actually really good in-ring talent. This might be a good chance for them to shine. I'm not familiar with Octagon Jr. I know Aerostar from Lucha Underground. Laredo Kid, he's been in TNA, AEW. I've heard of Psycho Clown. Dr. Wagner Jr., of course, is the other Dr. Wagner, and I'm not sure who Pagano is.
Yeah, well, Octagon's like Penta, but he has 8 sides instead of 5.
Oh, this was pretty good though. Kind of looking forward to that. All right, let's get over to where is my thing? The Elite Figure of
the Week.
Which, of course, is brought to you by EntertainmentEarth.com. Use code FTCollect to save yourself an additional 10% off your in-stock item. All right, Carl, I got a good one for you. I don't believe we've done this one yet, but it is representing the Hollywood Blondes, Flying Brian Pillman. That WCW tag title. A nice,
I like it.
Hollywood Blondes vest right there. Yeah,
pretty cool.
That on there, and of course, not to be outdone, you can't have one without the other.
Oh, get you stunning Steve Austin.
The stunning Steve Austin, baby. This one came out first, so this one's a little older. Only has like the single jointed elbows where Pillman's got the double. This Pillman is actually really good. Face scan is awesome on this.
Yeah.
They got that really nice. Austin's pretty good too for being one of the older elites, but
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool, man. Like that. When I picked this up the same day, I picked up the Lexus King. So
Okay.
scooped up father and son right there in one shot.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. I was kind of on the fence about getting that Pillman. Then I scored that Austin for a really good deal on Whatnot. I think I got him for like under $10. Like, he doesn't come with any of his accessories. Well, I was like, you know what, $7, $7 to $8 somewhere around there. Like, I can't beat that. So, find that.
Yeah,
Pillman.
no, I can't.
Awesome stuff. All right, so there is that elite figure of the week, and let's get into normally the Fiddle 4-Way, but I've been having fun with these AI thing. This week, Yes the Wrestler Cartoon Edition. Oh, so this one's a good one. I did put the before and after pictures on the site on the slide as well. So you get the AI generated image and then the original image in the next slide. All right, Carl, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a good one. All right. So there's your first one.
The Barbarian.
It's not the Barbarian. It's close though. He did go by Barbarian after his WWE run. The Barbarian was part of his name.
I don't know.
Oh, I thought this would have been an easy one. Let's see. It's the Berserker.
The Berserker.
The Berserker. Who later would go on to be Nord the Barbarian.
Oh. I don't remember the Berserker.
He was late 80s, early mid 90s gimmick thing. He would come to the ring with that sword and shield, and then afterwards, like, he'd drop, like, he didn't have it, and he'd walk around the ring going husk, husk, husk with his hand out, like he was trying to get some money or something.
I don't know. I'd have to see him. I mean, I see him there now, but for some reason it's not
ringing a bell.
Yeah. And that would have been right up my alley. Like a little kid, like the Bushwhackers and stuff.
Yeah, this is around the same time frame. And all right, here is the next one. This one might be a little hard. It is a tag team. Female tag team. And one of them looks like a dude, but
I'm trying to remember what their tag team name was.
a very underrated tag team that doesn't get talked about a whole lot in the 80s.
Trying to remember what their name was. Going to what was their name? Crap. Dude, you had to pull everything from the 80s, man. Hold on. I'm trying to remember stuff from when I was like fucking like 3 or 4.
I don't think they're all from the 80s. I tried to mix them up. Can't make it too easy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to pull their name out. One of them's Wrecking Robin, though, right?
No. They're
No?
both Japanese. It is the Jumping Bomb Angels.
Jumping Bomb Angels, dude. That's not who I thought that was.
Oh, really? I know.
No,
It's just,
I remember that. I remember that tag team, but like now that you said it, that's like one of those ones that I'd have to hear it before I would like pull it out. I was thinking that was wasn't like Rockin' Robin and there's like another brunette that was like in a tag team. I thought at one point.
yeah. Yeah, they feuded like quite a bit with the Bomb Angels, so, over the tag titles. Yeah, but they made the one in the pink look like a dude. The AI thing is like, come on, man.
Yeah, that and you can't tell that they're really Asian at all. That's
Yeah.
what did happen.
All right, so jumping Bomb Angels for that one. This is the next one. Going 90s WCW with this guy.
Psychosis.
It's not Psychosis. There's a cruiserweight.
Um, um, so it's not Psychosis. Um, it's not Loparca because he didn't have the little spikes. Um,
He is his name is German.
his
He's
name is
not
Jaren.
well, yeah, his name is German. He's not Mexican.
Oh, so we got a German guy that's not Mexican. This is another one I'm kind of drawing. Like it's not Alex Rory. That's the only German guy I could think of in WCW.
Tapping out on that one.
Yeah.
Blitzkrieg.
Blitzkrieg?
Blitzkrieg.
I don't remember
You don't
Blitzkrieg.
remember Blitzkrieg?
Mm-mm.
It was like mid 90s
Yeah,
towards like the end of
did did he
WCW.
hold like a title at all?
I don't think he did. I think he wrestled a few times for the cruiserweight title. I don't think he ever held the cruiserweight title. All right. Let's go to the next one. I didn't realize these are gonna be like as hard as they were.
Um, that's not. Is it Jamie Noble?
That is not Jamie Noble. He has wrestled in Ring of Honor, WWE, WCW, NWA recently. He was managed by Teddy Long in the WWE.
He's managed by Teddy Long in the WWE. Um, are you sure it's not Jamie Noble?
It's not Jamie Noble. His wife is a WWE. Is she WWE Hall of Famer? No, she's not a WWE Hall of Famer, but she is a legend.
I mean, there's lots of people that are married to. I'm swearing up and down, dude. This is Jamie Noble.
It's not Jamie Noble. It's
I
Rodney
got Jamie.
Mack.
I got Jamie. I got Jamie Noble like stuck in my head, and it's like I can't unsee Jamie Noble.
No, it is Rodney Mack. Married to Jazz. All right. I think there might be one more after this one.
That's whatever Conan's name was in Avatar.
No.
That's not the Avatar?
It's not the Avatar. He is a former ECW World Heavyweight Champion, ECW Tag Team Champion. Wrestled in WWE, TNA, Ring of Honor.
Man, that's not Shane Douglas.
It's not Shane Douglas. No.
It's not the Sandman.
No, but he was known for using the Singapore cane and his other persona.
And it's not Tanaka. And that's what he wore in ECW?
So he wore in WWF.
Oh, is it Al Snow's what was his thing?
It's not
He wasn't a superhero in WWF?
He was, but he had a different gimmick.
I want to go back and watch early WWF stuff.
Al Snow had like a, if I remember correctly, had like a ninja gimmick.
Yeah, like something. And now my brain is stuck on Avatar. Is it Bob Holly? What was his? Didn't he have another
Bob Holly. Al Snow is actually Avatar.
Oh, Al Snow's Avatar. What was Conan's thing?
Conan was Max Moon.
Max Moon. Okay. And who in the fuck is this supposed to be? Does it at least start with an M?
His last name starts with an M.
Marty. I don't know. I'm not willing to pull this name out.
Aldo Montoya, the Portuguese man of war.
Yeah, I wouldn't have pulled that.
Go on to become just incredible.
Yeah, I definitely with the blonde hair. I never would have been like, oh, that's just incredible.
All right. I think what's this last one? There might be one more after this one. I can't remember.
Um,
It is not Chris Jericho.
is that Chris Jericho?
Not Chris Jericho.
Um, not Chris Jericho.
It is 90s WCW.
I mean, that's everybody with pigtail. Trying to think of
Yeah,
like
pretty much.
pigtail.
It wasn't a tag
I
team.
mean, huh?
So he wasn't a tag team with another guy that held up signs.
Boom, boom, boom. Um, did he have sideburns? Was it Lodi?
His tag team partner is Lodi.
Lenny?
Lenny Lane. There we go. Lodi and Lenny. This is like the AI thing got rid of his beard.
That's what I was like. That's what I was like. Is it like they have a beard?
That was the last one. I thought some of those were going to be easier.
Dude, those are fucking deep cuts. Like you're putting that shit when I was like 3 or like that texting him. I got probably 3 or 4 on that shit.
Oh, man.
And it was like, what was that like main event guys? It was like fucking jobbers from fucking when I was a little kid.
Oh, man.
You forgot to throw PG-13 in there to help me out.
Oh, maybe next time. Throw them back in there. All right. That was Guess the Wrestler Cartoon Edition. Let's see what I can come up with next week.
We're going to go back to porn.
No Holds Barred. Brought to you by our Redbubble store. Check out redbubble.com/people/WrestleGunPod. Best way to support us, besides like sharing, commenting, and 5-star ratings on Apple Podcasts or iTunes or whatever, is by buying some of our merch. We really appreciate it. All right. Had a little more fun with AI this week, too. And made some WrestleGun action figures. I don't know why, but every time I tried to do yours, it always made you fat.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, man.
I was like, why is he
I
so
like it.
fat?
I got the woman's title belt.
I don't know. I just told her to put in like a title belt.
It looks like
a cross wrapped in barbed wire and maybe a baseball bat.
Looks like the woman's titles from like the one like Sable had.
Yeah. They gave me 2 title belts, and it looks like the other title belt is attached to the microphone.
I like it. I look like a security guard.
And I love how it did like the box.
The back of my jacket. The back of my jacket should say like event staff or something. No, for real. I think I'm gonna tell you like where your seats are. Like, man, fucking, you're looking for JJ, not Jay. It's up there. It's like the guy that tells it's the guy that tells you to like go around instead of just letting you cross over the thing. Like, hey, my seats are right over there. No, what you want to do is you want to go out, walk down to the next one, go into that door.
This area is restricted. You need to go there. Oh man, too much fun with this AI stuff. Oh, I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, it's on my Elite action figure.
Yeah,
I know yours says Elite too.
yeah.
Mine's just
And it was
mine
funny
was
because
nice.
they did the boxes like completely different for both of them, which I thought was cool because it was the same description for both. It just changed like the accessories up and then obviously the names on the boxes. So,
Yeah.
I was like, all right, that's cool. Oh man, awesome stuff. Oh, what else can we talk about? Oh, Carolina Fear Fest was this past weekend, Sunday. Went to that and got to meet Danhausen, which
I saw that.
did not know he was going to be there until like 1:00 Saturday morning.
Yeah, you didn't tell me he was gonna be there, and you sent a picture. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I was scrolling through. There was a vendor that I follow on our the Triangle Terracon Instagram page. So I was scrolling through there and I saw her post and I was looking at seeing what was, some of the vendors and stuff that they had at the Fear Fest because they don't put anything on their website or anything about like vendors or which vendors are there or what tables are located at. And I saw a picture of Danhausen. I was like, that can't be right. Like, Danhausen's not advertised to be there. So then I get to the thing and it's like, I don't see Danhausen anywhere to begin with. And so I go back to her Instagram, I'm scrolling through, I'm trying to find the damn booth that he's in. And I'm looking at the map on the damn program that they gave us, and it just has you like the space numbers, but it doesn't tell you who the vendor is for those spaces.
Mm-hmm.
So I walked around that place like 4 times before I finally found the booth that had Danhausen in it. So,
And he was like, surprise, surprise.
pretty much. But it was awesome. He was super cool, really nice.
Yeah, he seems like
It was very nice. Wasn't very evil. So
Can't cast the spell on you.
He did not. Talked to him for a little bit. I had him sign the mask. That's of course the logo for the podcast. I told him like, yeah, had you do a cameo a couple years back for intro for our podcast, Wrestling Got a Podcast. He's like, oh yeah. He's like, I remember. I was like, yep. I'm like, this the mask is the what I used for the logo for the podcast. He's like, oh, awesome. So got that signed. It turned out really good.
Very cool. Yeah,
awesome. On this cool show, they had a lot of like interesting stuff there. We met Tyler Labine from Tucker and Dale versus Evil, which was the pretty much the only reason why we went to meet him. He was super nice, really awesome. Talked to us for about 10-15 minutes and talked to the kids and stuff. And my wife posted the pictures that she had of that we did for the group photos. And then he did a couple of pictures with just him and her. So she was like super stoked for that. But it's awesome. It's a good time. We're like, yeah, we can pretty much quote the entire movie. And he's like, wow, super fans. I was like, yeah, man, like my fandom goes back to Reaper, which is on the CW back in the day. So freaking love that show. But I was like, yeah, it's awesome. He's like, man, deep cuts there. Deep cuts. It's awesome. That's cool. A lot of fun.
Yeah. I just had fun, man.
Yep. Met a couple of vendors or a couple of people we've been talking to with Triangle Terracon. We're helping us out with some stuff, so I got a face to go with some of the names. This is pretty good. This is a productive day.
That's good.
Whole lot of fun. I saw new Final Destination. Got a lot of pretty solid reviews.
Where did you see it at? Theater?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, I thought you said you saw it.
No, I've seen that it got a lot of good reviews on it.
Oh, okay. You seen that it got reviews. Okay. I thought you like the way you said it, he's like, so I saw Final Destination and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know, I want to see it. I don't think we're going to. I think the next movie we're going to see is How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, kids probably enjoy that. My wife is my wife was a big fan of the cartoon, so
yeah. It looks, the trailer for it, like the CGI effects with Toothless and the other dragons, just looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
and it looks like they did a really good job with as far as what they showed off in the trailer, as far as like keeping with the actual story, the source material. I think they probably did a lot better of a job than I've heard with Lilo and Stitch. So.
Yeah, I've seen Lilo and Stitch. I can't remember how it went because I only watched it once. How to Train Your Dragon, I think I've probably watched it like a few times. I think I fell asleep.
Yeah.
Every time I watched it. But yeah, my wife was a fan of it. Watched the cartoon, the Netflix cartoon.
Yeah.
Like a little series on Netflix. And the movie, of course, too. And she's excited for it. So
it's really good. Yeah, with the Final Destination, you saw that. I don't know if you saw that news article. And the roof caving in an Argentinian theater that was playing Final Destination
and killed somebody.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. What a way to go, I guess. All right.
It's one way. Ooh,
yeah.
Excuse me. What else happened? Oh, I saw new Captain America's on Disney Plus now. So if anybody was waiting for that, that's now available to stream. Trying to see, I don't think there's anything else like movie wise that look good. I'm still waiting for Sinners to get out of theaters. I think that would have hit like streaming by now, but apparently that's been doing really good.
Yeah, no, it's been doing real good. So I'll probably sit in there for a little while. Something I started watching.
So that number 5 in the box office.
What's the name of the damn fucking thing? I've watched like one season of it so far. It's it came out like 2005. Deadwood. Deadwood. That's that right? Yeah, Deadwood. Like a western.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started watching it for the first time. It's actually pretty good. I watched the first season of it.
That's not really something I got into. Been watching that.
Probably like this.
No, maybe.
It's got a good story.
Started watching that first season of Twisted Metal on Peacock. Finished that. That was actually really good. So.
I didn't know how it was gonna be. I played a lot of the games. I just,
Yeah.
I didn't know how like a series would be.
Yeah, it was good. Like it set up like they basically use that first season to set up the characters, like backstories and stuff like that for them.
Was Rob Zombie in it?
No, Rob Zombie was not in it.
I figured he would be.
Oh, he's in all the damn soundtracks.
And he's in the game too.
What was he in the
Hmm?
game?
He's like I think it's like at least 3, right? Was it Twisted Metal 3?
I don't remember him being in any of them. I remember like
Yeah.
music.
No, he was in it. Like he's like technically supposed to be one of the drivers, I thought. It's like Twisted Metal 3 or 4.
He was a character in Twisted Metal 4.
4. Okay. Yeah.
I don't think that's. I didn't play Twisted Metal 4. That's probably why.
Yeah, he was in one of them. That's why I was like, yeah, he's a character. I like the little, like hearse looking car.
Oh, he had the Dragula. Okay. Shit, I don't remember Twisted Metal 4 because I played 1, 2, and 3. Black. Like I don't ever remember playing 4.
I know how it feels not to be able to remember something from your childhood.
Yeah. Because like Twisted Metal 3 he had a song on the soundtrack.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know he was in the soundtrack, but yeah, he was actually on the game.
Yeah.
Like he was like because I remember me and my cousin was at one point we were talking about his car should have been like Thunder Kiss 1965 over there.
Oh yeah. Because that Twisted Metal 4 probably came out because they did the Dragula. So that was probably around the time of Hellbilly Deluxe. Well, that's cool.
You remember that game? You said Hillbilly Deluxe. Remember that game, Redneck Rampage? You ever play that?
I remember it. I don't remember playing it.
It's like a computer game on PC. Redneck Rampage is pretty cool. Remember playing that?
Yeah, I haven't played that one.
Redneck Rampage.
Oh, that's the other thing. King of the Hill's coming back.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Like adult Bobby or whatever.
Yeah. Saw that they released that revival trailer today. Yeah. Kind of interesting. I'll check it out. Yeah. I like I did watch King of the Hill. It's cool, man.
I know the Beavis and Butthead movie wasn't too bad.
Is that the Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad for a Beavis and Butthead movie. It wasn't as good as Do America, but I thought it was decent.
Yeah. Trying to do like push the envelope jokes without offending people anymore.
Oh no, they had offensive stuff in there.
Awesome.
Beavis and Butthead.
I think the biggest appeal to watching Beavis and Butthead back in the day was like, oh, you don't need to watch that. You're not watching this. It's too offensive, or stuff in there that you don't need to be watching. Blah blah blah. It's like, well, I'm gonna watch it anyway.
Yeah, I started watching a few episodes of like the early South Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when that came out and everybody was talking about how bad it was. Don't watch South Park.
I was like, this isn't anywhere half as bad as what stuff is out today.
I don't know. To me, stuff kind of toned down a little bit. As far as like that goes, there's not too many like. Because South Park when it originally came out, it was kind of more geared toward kids.
Yeah.
Then it kind of advanced to more mature subjects as our maturity levels.
Cartman's mom being a hermaphrodite.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was good stuff. We had all the best cartoons.
yeah.
Family Guy, Boondocks.
Oh, I love the Boondocks. I'll still go back and watch that. I gotta tell you, the last time I watched an episode of Family Guy, like it's been years.
Yeah, I used to like watching though. Family Guy, American Dad, Bob's Burgers.
I love Bob's
Like
Burgers.
Fox had like a lineup of like adult cartoons that are pretty good.
It's like it has like Bob's Burgers has like that adult humor, but it's also something that like you don't mind letting your kids watch. It's kind of like The Simpsons, I guess. Somewhere in that same gray area.
Yeah, Simpsons never. Well, I remember the point where people were kind of outraged with Simpsons, but they never was like vulgar. Like that's
Yeah.
some of the like some of the more uh, adult animation start coming out.
And the
'Cause
funny thing with that,
Simpson was still considered like a family show.
yeah. The funny thing with that, with all that outrage the Simpsons got, it ended up being like named like the best family oriented program because it always has something where, like, if it's an episode focused on Bart and he does something, and by the end of the episode he learns a lesson.
Yeah.
Whereas like if they're bitching about his attitude and stuff like that, telling people to eat his shorts. But,
Yeah.
oh man, awesome stuff. All right. Well, I don't have anything else. I think that was
Yeah.
the bulk of it there. So
Yeah. I know you don't want to talk NBA or anything.
it's NBA. Not gonna bother. Oh, make sure you check us out on all our social media pages, WrestleGeddon Pod, or just hit the link tree in the episode bio, and that'll take you where you need to go. Hit us up on iTunes or Apple Podcasts and leave a 5-star review if you enjoy what we do. If you have fun, all that other stuff. I don't know. Just leave a 5-star review. Leave a 5-star review. We'll read it. Good or bad. I don't care.
Yep.
And I don't think we've gotten any reviews. Wow. So, go do that. This whole thing is planned. Yeah. So that's going to do it for us. I'm Chris Heat Matthews. He's the Tennessee Chiefs, Carl Crossland. And we'll chat with you guys next week. We'll go through our Money in the Bank preview. We'll talk about Worlds Collide again, all that fun stuff. Add any more matches to it. So, yeah, that's going to do it for us. Later, Marcus.